How's it going, everyone? We're here at Saab Owners Convention 2022, Sturgis, South Dakota at the Saab Heritage Car Museum. I'm gonna have a video coming soon where I walk through the museum and all the cool cars in there. Trust me, you're definitely gonna wanna watch it because some of the coolest Saabs in the country, easily behind that wall. So we're gonna go ahead though today, walk around, see what cars are here, and let's go ahead and get to it. So I think I might have waited a little bit too long to film this video because I got in from Phoenix this morning. I got to our Airbnb, and by the time I got down here, it was about noon. I figured more cars would show up around this time, which is 3 or 4. Well, it's now 3 or 4, and I think a few cars have left. But no worries, because tomorrow is the really big day. They said almost 500 people have registered for this event. So we're gonna expect a lot more cars, and there's a ton of overflow parking on the other side of the building, way over there. So we're gonna look at it all real quick, go over a lot of these cars, and see what's up. But I wanna start with this one right here, because this might be one of my favorite in terms of unique builds that are here. I believe it's an old 93, I wanna say, put onto an OG 93 body, I think. Might be a little bit wrong, but you can see OG 93 interior in this thing. Isn't that just kind of mess with your mind a little bit? And of course, under the hood, this is really cool. I bet this thing is a ton of fun to drive, but definitely one of the cooler cars here. Love these old wagons here. This one came all the way from Missouri. Pretty long drive to make in this car, but genuine Saab car, I believe. Pretty sweet to make a drive that long in a lot of these old cars. And you think about it, with a lot of these older cars that are here, people drove from all over the country. I love this 9.3 right here. It's got the silver Turbo X wheels, which are technically the Carlson wheels. Griffin front bumper, special grille on it. Wow. This is a really just good spec. I like that they did the silver Turbo X / Carlson wheels, because the gray might look a little bit weird with the gray paint. So the silver contrasts very nicely. I think you did a terrific job. Aero as well, with the, I believe the map tune rear diffuser. Super cool. Red Vigan right here. So license plate says R Vigan from Florida. Another 4-cylinder convertible. I believe this is Nocturne Blue. Really good color on these cars. I can't tell if this is a dark blue or a black top. Either way, looks good. Vector wheels on it, red brakes. V6 Aero convertible here with, I think it might be the Maxton body kit on it. Not 100% sure on that, I could be wrong. This one's got black mirrors, black windshield surround, black stripe coming up here. So it's got some black accents to go with the silver that definitely make it stand out. Yellow NG93 convertible. Can't go wrong with the spec on a 9.3 with the turbines as well. These wheels, I wish they were more common because they look so good on these cars. Here we've got a Turbo X, so let's not skip this. And I thought I had the same plate that I had on my Turbo X, picture on the screen right here, but it is actually an 8 instead of a B. But still, if this guy has a spare license plate, I would pay for it. I could put it next to my Arizona Turbo X plate. Very nice condition. Turbo X here, this paint looks fantastic. Really reminds me of mine. The tint is too dark to see in there, but might be a manual, might not, who knows. 9.5 Aero. Over here we have John's 9.5 Aero. I did a full YouTube video on this, so go check out in the top corner if you haven't seen it already. But this thing, easily one of the best cars here. I mean, he put ventilated seats in here. We were using them. He was my ride to the Airbnb. So they worked great. 6-speed manual. It's an F40 transmission he put in this car. His Instagram is dat_Saab. So he put a couple beer cans in there as well for the special Saab beer, which they have special for this event. Unfortunately, it's in very limited quantities. So if you didn't get some at the event, then you're probably not gonna be able to get some. NG95 with the turbines on it. Can't go wrong with this. V6. These are Tesla turbines as well. These aren't just generic Saab turbines. When I say generic, like they're common, they aren't, but they look great on these. And this one has a bigger turbo on it, some other work done to it. It's a 900. But yeah, I bet this thing's pretty fun. It's got a Garrett turbo on it. Teo just got back in his 900 turbo. We'll venture on over to the 900s over here. This thing's pretty sweet. He's wearing the cowboy hat, came from here. 3 spokes. Seeing a hood that's not damaged makes me jealous. But this is in really sweet condition. SPG kit, obviously. 5-speed. It's got the automatic seat belts. 3-spoke wheels. Really cool. Saab badge, turbo badge, I should say. A couple more 900s right over there. Or one of those is a 99, excuse me. But this one over here, original window sticker. These are always so cool to look at. $23,906, brand new for this 88 900 turbo. Now look at how nice these seats are. Wow, 5-speed manual, super cool, really beautiful condition. I mean, just look at how good the paint is, everything about this car, awesome. Can't go wrong with 3 spokes on the 900s. 3 spokes are very similar looking on this 9000 right here. Don't know as much about the 9000s, but still pretty sweet nonetheless. White 9000 with a beautiful valve cover. I'm guessing just freshly repainted given how clean it is. Very well done. Another 900 in great shape. The fog light cages. So I was hoping to get fog light cages for mine because I don't want the rocks in Arizona to crack them, destroy them. But red 900 convertible.
Oh, don't pass this one by, Jay.
We're gonna go for a quick ride in Carl's 900. He T5 swapped it. I see you put the Trionic badge on here.
Yeah, Jordan hooked that up.
Good little touch. So T5 conversion on these cars is a great way to make more power without having to do a crazy amount of work to make more power, I guess you'd say. So guess we're gonna hop in, go for a ride.
Just put my foot into it. It's gonna build boost gradually. It's not gonna.
There it goes.
It's also very hot out, so.
Yeah, it's almost 100 degrees.
Yeah. Drop gear. So at that point, it was probably somewhere around 17, 18 pounds of boost.
17. So what, is this on the stock turbo still?
Yeah, so the motor came out of a 94 commemorative edition, so it had the Mitsubishi TE05.
Oh, okay.
Which is the...
Because mine just has a Garrett, I think.
The T3, yeah, the T3 starts to run out of steam at higher RPMs. The Mitsubishi ones tended to hold on to boost a little better. They don't bleed off as much.
Right. Newer technology.
Exactly. But
third gear seems to be the happy gear.
Third gear is very much the happy gear.
Just like all Saabs. Look at this scenery.
Scenery is magic of the Black Hills. This kind of reminds me of New Hampshire a little bit.
Especially with the top down.
Oh yeah.
And for being a 30-year-old convertible, it handles pretty well too.
Yeah, I went through it. I did all the bushings and stuff when I had the motor out, so it feels nice.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you offering to give me a little joyride in this and try and convince me to T5 swap mine.
Do it.
Once again, huge shout out to Carl. That was a really fun experience, especially to go back on some of those roads there. Beautiful scenery, really nice car, very well put together. Another red 900 right here, but let's get back to walking around. We'll also go through the Overflow lot. Over here, we've got a laser red NG95. Check that out, the turbines, really pretty converted truck on the 99 there. That's really sweet. I've shown that in previous SOC videos. It's a yearly attendee, I guess you could say. 9000. This white 900 has something right there. It's almost like a mesh grill or something where a Euro plate would be. Looks really unique. Makes it stand out a bit. It's got some wider tires on it too. It's been 5-lug converted, that's why. Oh no, it isn't 5-lugs. I thought these were Dame 9 5-wheels because they look very similar, but it's not. They're still 4-lug. Wilwood brakes though. Really cool cloth seats, a special looking steering wheel. These 3 spokes on these NG 900s, really rare I think, but they look so good on these cars. They just look like a modern take, or I guess a slightly more newer take, not necessarily modern, on 3 spokes, super aero wheels that come on the 9000s. Look at how pretty that paint is. Kudos to the owner of this car because paint. This one's pretty sweet. Talked to the owner of it. He's a supporter of the channel, so I really appreciate that. Drove in from quite a ways away, and very nice condition 9.3 with some cool aftermarket wheels. I really like the beige and black. And he's got the carbon mirrors to go with it as well. Very nice looking, very nice looking. 5-speed manual, ICM3 in there too. 4 sonnets all kind of spaced out here. Let's head on over here, and then we'll head to the Overflow lot and see what we got. Just realized I skipped some of these cars here. This anniversary blue on the convertibles, always a good color choice, can't go wrong with that. Dame 9.5 there. That's actually a Cannonball car. Did it in 65 hours, I'm guessing. You can see I've got like radar, everything. 65 hours, 28 minutes. Wow. That interior. One of the coolest cars right here. Troll R 9.5. This was in Albany last year. But it has a very rare interior. Lots of Hirsch parts. Super cool body kit. Obviously the Hirsch wheels. Look at this interior.
It's the perfect compliment to fucking spend a bunch of money on your suspension.
Just wow. Very generous of him to let a lot of us just kind of sit in there and check it out. But you can see Troll R. Dual exhaust. Very unique. I like these wheels a lot on the 900. Definitely a cool look. Another cool wheel choice on the 900, like that. Dame. I thought this was a Turbo X wagon at first. It's an Aero still, which is cool. And I see they did the gray trim around there. Cool license plate as well with the Turbo X wheels. Very nicely done. Blue classic 900, red Aero wagon. Richard is over here doing all of his normal Tech 2 stuff. Every year at SOC, he just spends the whole weekend doing Tech 2, troubleshooting stuff for people. Extremely knowledgeable, super nice guy. He's helping someone out right now troubleshoot. So you guys have probably seen him on Facebook before, but this is his convertible right here. You can see he put some lights on it here for the trip out, just to help see better, I guess, at night, because the stock headlights aren't the best on these, but they have a little bit of a junkyard of sorts. I apologize, it's getting a little bit windy now, but at least the sun went behind the clouds. You can see there's just rows of old Saabs. All of these cars probably have their own story. I could spend 30 minutes going through every single one of these and just trying to hypothesize what brought them to this location and how they ended up looking like that. But as you can see, I mean, there's just wheels, parts everywhere out here. Really cool to see. I mean, I wonder how often they take parts off these for cars that they have in the museum. I'm sure pretty often, but even back here, lots of stuff back here. 9000s, lots of 9000s actually, a couple 900s, more 9000s, some old 93s. I mean, this is really cool to see. Now this car we're gonna take for a drive here in a minute, which apparently is also T5'd and has some pretty spicy meatballs under the hood. So we'll touch back with that here in a minute. Now, unfortunately, earlier when I got here, and I apologize for making this mistake, guys, but this whole lot here was filled to the brim with Saabs. There were so many cool cars here. I figured they'd be here when I came out here now, and clearly they weren't. So tomorrow I'm gonna film a lot earlier in the day. That's cosmic blue with the dark blue top, always a good choice. Got a Saab bus over there with lots of parts. This guy rented a U-Haul to bring all of his spare parts out into. But we'll walk through what's here, at least. 9.3 wagon, 2.0 T. I love the gray on these cars, very pretty. A couple of older Saabs back there once again, actually a few. 9.3, 9.3, and this is actually a really pretty car. I talked to the owner inside for about 15-20 minutes, and he had an issue with this where this car was hit, but he got it all repaired. And I mean, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. He said there's only 4 94Xs that were made in this color. This one is the only base model. The 2 Arrows he believes were imported to Sweden, and then the last one is wandering around somewhere in the US, but this is a beautiful color. The more I see these wheels on the 900s, the more I like them. They're almost like retro 3-spokes. I do still like the normal 3-spokes more, but they look really cool. 9.5, 9000 Volvo back there. Got a couple more 9000s, 900s, so much to see. We've even got a train going by, guys. But NG95 with the tail lights pulled out. Midnight blue, can't beat midnight blue. I feel like I've said that about 4 different Saab colors, but other Sonnet. I'm just wondering, like, through the East Saab Parts Museum, like, spare cars and parts section, I feel like, but this one looks identical to the SPG that was in the junkyard that I pulled the manual trans and a lot of other stuff out of. Same wheels and everything. This is really sweet. Midnight blue, OG 9.3, but it's got the Vigan body kit. I'm not sure I've ever seen a midnight blue. I mean, this isn't a Vigan, it's an SE, but like a midnight blue with a Vigan kit on it. Awesome, with the tan interior, the Vigan seats. This is awesome. Dame 95 wheels on it, which look really nice. Delaware plates. Let's end it on this East Saab Parts. Matt, I'm assuming this is Matt's NG93 with the East Saab license plate on it. That's fast for a 900. Just got back to the Airbnb. Now we're headed out for dinner. Got a cool view. So we're going to the lodge. We're in John's 6-speed 9.5. And yeah, those solid mounts are F40s. And the F40, yeah. Pretty sweet. South Dakota has some beautiful roads, beautiful views. Really jealous I didn't drive up here with these guys. Haven't run into any Saabs yet. I'm sure we'll see a bunch here in a minute. Saabs all over this parking lot. Everywhere you look. There's a lot of 9000s here. I'm really surprised by the amount of 9000s that are here. I think there might be more 9000s and 900s than like all the other models.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made that many of them.
I know, right? Turbo X, NG95, 9.3 Aero, a couple of Vigans. The cocktail hour and actual dinner at 7. People are starting to show up for the dinner here, so they'll usually have speakers and stuff. Everyone hangs out here, have great food usually, buffet over there as well, but this is going to be a lot of fun.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sam from Bumgage. We're 12 months.
So we just got back to our Airbnb for the night. Didn't film much dinner, but lots of cool guest speakers, everything like that. Airbnb is pretty sweet. We got a little Saab meet here, John's 9.5. Ivan's got his big turbo Vigan, Eric's V6 Aero. We're putting a new AC compressor in Brosnan's 9000 right there. Got Mike's Vigan as well. Looking pretty cool with that underglow. And then Lucas's T5 hatch. Lighting's pretty bad right now, but yeah, guys, sun is just going down. It's a little bit past 9 o'clock here, so we're gonna call it a night and enjoy some good times. Got a really sweet Airbnb here, so catch up with you guys in the next one where we'll get some better footage of the actual event. Yeah, see y'all next time.
Take it easy.